Watford 1-2 Chelsea. Eden Hazard double earns Blues victory. Eden Hazard scored both goals for Chelsea, including his 100th for the club, as they beat Watford 2-1 at Vicarage Road to move back into 4th place in the Premier League. Hazard netted his 100th goal for Chelsea in all competitions when he opened the scoring in the first minute of added time in the first half, although, just over 2 minutes later, Roberto Pereyra equalised for Watford, 45+3. The Belgian scored his second goal of the evening in the 58th minute after he won a penalty, with Watford goalkeeper Ben Foster bundling him over in the area. He then sent Foster the wrong way from the spot and ultimately sealed the win for Chelsea. It puts the Blues back in the top 4 in the Premier League table on 40 points after Arsenal's draw at Brighton had briefly seen them drop down to 5th. Watford remain in 9th. Watford, Foster, 6, Femenia, 6, Cobicel, N/A, Cathcart, 5, Holbis, 7, Ducour, 7, Caput, 5, Sima, 6, Pereyra, 6, Gilifu, 7, Dini, 6. Subs used: Mariappa, 6, Kina, 6, Success, N/A. Chelsea, Kepa, 6, Azpilicueta, 7, Rudiger, 7, Luiz, 7, Alonso, 6, Jorginho, 7, Kant, 6, Kovacic, 7, Hazard, 8, Pedro, 6, Willian, 7. Subs used: Hudson-Odoi, 6, Barkley, N/A, Emerson, N/A. Men of the match: Eden Hazard. Chelsea had the first chance of the game in the 11th minute. Mateo Kovacic broke down the field before picking out Willian on the left flank. The Brazilian then cut inside, getting around the oncoming Foster, before trying to slot home on the angle, but Christian Cobicel was there to see it behind. However, the Watford defender clattered into the upright with his armpit and was substituted not long after. Watford went close just after the half-an-hour mark, but a woeful finish from Abdoulaye Doucouré after a gut-busting run from Pereyra saw the ball fly high over the crossbar. Chelsea then had a chance at the other end, but Hazard was not able to turn a fizzing Cesar Azpilicueta cross home, trying to use his heel to turn it home. Both Watford and Chelsea named unchanged eyes from their weekend fixtures. Chelsea made 2 changes on the bench, with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Davide Zappacosta replaced by Callum Hudson-Odoi and Emerson. But the goals came thick and fast as 4 minutes of added time were shown. Hazard got his 100th Chelsea goal inside the first minute as Kovacic took advantage of a poor square pass from Etienne Caput, picking out Hazard to the left. The Belgian then rounded the oncoming Foster before slotting home into an open net. Just over 2 minutes later, 137 seconds to be exact, and Watford were level. It came from a corner after Kepa Arrizabalaga did well to keep out Doucouré at the near post. Jose Holbis delivered the set piece, which found an unmarked Pereyra at the top of the area, and he hit an arrowing volley through the packed box into the bottom corner. December 30, 2018, 11:30 a.m. Live on. Chelsea retook the lead 13 minutes after the restart after being awarded a penalty as Foster bundled into Hazard in the area. Hazard stepped up to take and sent the Watford goalkeeper the wrong way as he notched his second goal of the evening. The visitors continued to go close as the game wore on, with Willian seeing an effort pin off the post in the 72nd minute after a lovely cross from Hazard before the Belgian was involved again not long after with a storming Chelsea break. He picked out Kant to his right, but with Watford defenders closing in, the midfielder could only send her shot past the far post. A minute later Doucouré put a lovely cross into the area for Troy Deeney, who had got ahead of David Luiz, but he did not catch the ball well and lifted it over the crossbar from inside the 6-yard box as the game ended in defeat for Watford. Get Sky Sports Premier League and Sky Sports Football for just £18 a month. Who else? It was a vintage Hazard performance, and he hit an important milestone with his century for Chelsea in all competitions. He continued to show why he is so important for the West London sides, being involved in many of the attacks, and he could well have had a hat-trick. But with 3 shots, 2 on target and 2 scored, It was still a successful evening and a late Christmas present for the Belgian, with Sky Sports pundit Alex Scott calling his performance absolutely superb. Watford are back at Vicarage Road on Saturday as they host Newcastle in the Premier League, while Chelsea make the short trip to Crystal Palace on Sunday with their 12 p.m. kickoff live on Sky Sports Premier League. Predict 6 correct scores for your chance to win £250,000.